Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, I am seriously so excited to dive into this one with you guys today because we're looking at one of the absolute most fascinating paradoxes in modern tech. Just think about this for a second. How does an app that is totally free to download, completely free to use, and literally has zero traditional banner ads, how does that become the most vital growth engine for one of the biggest tech giants on the planet? Well, today, we are decoding Meta's playbook for WhatsApp, and we're specifically zoning in on their absolute biggest, most crucial market, India. All right, just think about this number, 500 million. That's $500 million. And that is the number of users WhatsApp currently has in India alone. It's a staggering figure, right? But it immediately begs a massive question. When you've got 500 million people sending messages, photos, videos, and those endless family group voice notes every single day, how exactly does Meta plan to pay the server bills? Seriously, how do you monetize an audience of this incredible scale when your core product is given away for absolutely nothing? Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our roadmap to decode Meta's master plan piece by piece. We're going to start with the 500 million user giant, then uncover the secret marketing playbook, figure out how WhatsApp makes money, look at competitors and regulatory hurdles, and finally, the future of commerce. So, Section 1, the 500 million user giant. You know, Meta's marketing objectives here have matured so much over the years. It's really no longer just about sending a quick good morning text to a friend. While increasing those daily active users is obviously still key, notice the shift here. They're heavily promoting WhatsApp Business to small and medium enterprises. They are actively trying to expand digital commerce right through business messaging. Plus, they're leaning really hard into building trust through end-to-end encryption. Oh, and they're pushing entirely new ways to connect, right? Encouraging the adoption of channels and communities. So they aren't just maintaining a chat app, they are building an entire ecosystem.
Moving on to Section 2, the secret marketing playbook.
Their core positioning statement is honestly brilliant just because of its simplicity. Listen to this: a simple, secure, and reliable messaging platform for everyone. That's it. In a world full of just cluttered apps, constantly flashing notifications, and confusing interfaces, this laser focus on privacy and absolute simplicity is exactly what separates WhatsApp from the noise. It targets literally everyone, from teenagers to local business owners in both urban and rural India, by just making one promise: that it will work seamlessly. Now, their approach to the classic 4Ps of marketing definitely breaks from tradition. For the product, you've got everything from free messaging and group chats to these new AI-powered business tools. The price? A classic freemium model. The place is quite literally everywhere: Android, iOS, web, desktop, you name it. But the promotion strategy, well, that's what's truly unique. Instead of traditional, flashy consumer advertising, their promotion relies heavily on an incredible user experience, organic word of mouth, and deep integration within the broader Meta ecosystem. They don't really need to shout to get you to download it. Your friends and family pretty much demand that you have it.
All right, Section 3, how WhatsApp makes money.
Okay, it's time to address the elephant in the room. If it's completely free for personal users like you and me, how do they actually turn a profit? We all know Meta is a massive business, not a charity, right? So where exactly is the revenue stream hiding?
Well, this strategy is a masterclass in the freemium pricing model. On one hand, you've got the personal users, us. We get 100% free communication. But jump over to the other side of the equation, and you've got the enterprise users. And guys, this is where the money is. Large enterprises pay for the WhatsApp Business Platform services. They are paying to use marketing automation, complex customer support systems, and conversational commerce tools just to reach those 500 million free users. The massive free user base is basically the product that attracts the paying businesses.
And they amplify all of this through something called click-to-WhatsApp advertisements. Imagine you're scrolling through Facebook or Instagram, which remember are both owned by Meta, and you see an ad for some shoes you like. You click it, and instead of taking you to some clunky, slow-loading website, it instantly opens a WhatsApp chat directly with that business. Meta gets paid for the ad on Facebook or Instagram, and the business gets a direct, high-converting line of communication to you right on WhatsApp. It's really a brilliant closed-loop ecosystem.
Let's move to Section 4, competitors and regulatory hurdles.
So breaking down their SWOT analysis, their strengths are just undeniable. A massive user base and incredibly high brand trust built almost entirely on that end-to-end encryption. But take a look at the flip side. Their weaknesses include limited direct consumer revenue, because again, they don't charge us, and a pretty big vulnerability to privacy controversies. Anytime Meta makes even a tiny tweak to their privacy policy, the public scrutiny in India is intense, and that directly affects user perception and brand loyalty.
And when we look at the broader competitive landscape, rival apps are constantly trying to exploit niche features to pull users away. You've got Telegram offering massive groups and cloud storage, Signal is doubling down heavily on being the ultimate privacy-focused app, Google Messages is leveraging its native integration on Android phones, and actually, even Instagram, Meta's own platform, competes for social messaging time. But despite all these very specific strengths, WhatsApp's sheer scale and everyday familiarity keep it utterly dominant. Basically, everyone you know is already there, which makes leaving incredibly difficult.
But the real threats aren't necessarily other apps. They're systemic. Regulatory restrictions and evolving government policies in India are huge hurdles here. Just to give you an example, despite their massive user base, WhatsApp has struggled immensely to grow WhatsApp Pay because of super strict local regulations on digital payments and user identity. Combine that with the ever-present cybersecurity and fraud concerns on the platform, and you can see that Meta really has to navigate a very delicate political and security landscape just to keep growing.
Which brings us to our final section. Section 5, the future of commerce.
And honestly, it all comes down to this one concept: conversational commerce. This is the key definition you need to remember. Meta is encouraging businesses to handle absolutely everything, from customer acquisition to technical support to the actual shopping experience itself, directly inside the chat. They're envisioning a future where you can browse a catalog, ask a quick question about sizing, order your weekly groceries, and pay for the whole shebang, all without ever leaving your WhatsApp window.
So here are Meta's clear next steps to make that happen. Step 1, expand business messaging so way more companies are actually on the platform. Step 2, deploy AI-powered customer service tools. This is huge, letting businesses talk to thousands of customers simultaneously without needing those massive call centers. And Step 3, deepen that e-commerce integration. They're laying the groundwork right now, piece by piece, navigating all those regulations, all to fundamentally transform how India shops.
Which leaves us with this final, absolutely crucial question. As these AI tools and business features continue to roll out, will WhatsApp be able to remain your simple, private chat space for family and friends, or is it inevitably destined to become India's next massive digital mall? It is a serious tightrope walk between user trust and commercial monetization, and how Meta balances it will literally define the future of the internet in India. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.